All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to Yaki and bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Salakia. I want to bring out this lesson. It's speaking on two articles, and then the common theme is bug outs, and basically stating that the Lord sent them to do the wickedness that they're doing, and that they're doing the Most High's work, man. Which there's always been people who've said this or had this type of sentiment that said they've been doing the Lord's work by basically involving themselves with pure carnality and allowing demons to hop on them, and then bringing forth these wicked acts. This first article comes from this 8newsnow.com. It says Las Vegas parents accused of abusing young children for years, doing God's work, the dad says. Right? Now, basically, I don't even want to, I'll go into it without, digging too deep into it. But what they're saying is that, these two demons here, they had I believe they were too young, a 3-year-old and an 18-month-old. And what they were doing is they were physically abusing both of these children, man. They were abusing both of these children, to the point where these children had open bruises, man. The article goes in to say that the man and the woman were taking extension cords and basically whipping the back of the 18-year-old and hitting the 3-year-old until it had seizures, man. But here they're trying to tell you that, what they're reading in the scriptures is the motive for it, which is bullshit, man. Now, does the scriptures talk about discipline? Absolutely. But there's a time and a place for that discipline, especially for your child, man. These demons were doing it to basically newborn still, man. An 18-year-old child, so what? 1.5-year-old and a 3-year-old. So it's not no excuse for that, but I'm gonna go to what he said just to get into the point. This is trying to look for the point where he said it. Oops. It says, when asked why he treated his infant children this way, he stated he was doing God's work and that he had to continue to beat them to make them stronger. He also quoted a Bible verse which he claimed read, disrespectful children should have their backs beaten. Where is that scripture like that in the scripture, man? Disrespectful children should have their backs beaten? Now, we understand the scriptures speak about, giving the matter of fact, I'm going to grab it inside of the Apocrypha as well. It says, rod off to feel the rod. Right, this Sirach 30, he that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him at the end. But that's not for a 3-year-old, man. There's a way to still discipline a child and not, beat him, man. Now the scripture is speaking about a son. Just how the scriptures speak about how there's a son. If he be disobedient, you stone him. Right, now the scriptures also tell us what all things are lawful, not all things are expedient, man. So in today's age, if you have a disobedient son, or as the scriptures say, there shall be no sodomite nor whore the daughter of Zion, paraphrasing, right? Does that mean you just go ahead and just send their spirits back? No. And that would be something that you would think would be plain, but here you have people who are as the scripture says, matter of fact, I'm going to grab this. It's like I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to grab it. It says that he may have joy of him in the end. He that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance. Right? Now, these people obviously aren't spiritually discerning, man. They don't understand The scripture. That's why the apostles always say everybody shouldn't be teaching the scriptures, man. Because here they'll tell you, oh, your 3-month-old and your 1.5-month-old gotta be beat with extension cords and phone cords and hangers. Which is just stupid. You know? Hey, but this is what happens. Hey, when you that's why it says a man of a unlearned man, or a man that don't have understanding, shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Hey, because what he'll do, he'll try to merge, this article and another article that I'm about to bring out into saying, oh, this is what the BHI preach, when that's false, man. Proverbs 21:16, it says, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Right? And him and his woman, are just stupid, man. And they didn't have no protection, no spiritual protection. So the demons that they already had on them, regardless of whatever they went through, it hopped on them, and they brought out those acts to their children. And it said the kids was malnourished, one had a broken leg, so forth and so on, man. But that's why the scriptures tell you, that not all the dry bones have the breath, man. Now, when we address that scripture in the book of Sirach 30, obviously the child is of an older age, man. The child is of an older age, and not only that, it's for that child's well-being, And it don't say draw blood, none of that, man. But nevertheless, that's what the scripture says. He that loveth his son causes him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. And there's a way to discipline. Now, I'm not a father, but did I get a whooping? Yes. Was blood drawn? No. But also, in me getting a whooping, it let me know what? Okay, you had to realize that, I was the one that messed up. I fucked up. So how do I prevent these? Okay, I got to do what I'm told. Stop being disobedient. Stop trying to do whatever I want. And listen. But that was also me having, or me growing up to a certain age where I could understand. So that's part of it as well. But I want to grab this other one. It says, woman directed by God, that's what she said, right? Goes on a shooting spree during eclipse. Now, both of these, articles have a common theme. People that say they were led by the Spirit or by the Lord, yet they're bringing forth carnal acts. Now, what does the scripture say about the Most High and carnality, man? There's Romans 8:5. It says, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. So then, they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. If so be that the Spirit of the Most High dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Yahushai, he is none of his. Now, I want to, it's more. It says to be carnally minded is life. It's like to be carnally minded is death. Here we go. Romans 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. And obviously, this woman here just being another demon, right? Because even in the book of Psalms, it says, for I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save thee. And on top of that, the Lord ain't going to tell you to go pick up a carnal weapon and just go on a spree. What kind of, these people don't understand that the voices speaking to them, are demons, man. And they're fully bringing it out. They're fully bringing it out. And another thing, to touch up on that whole whooping, an abuse article. And you got parents who are out here, basically recording them whooping their children. Now, understanding the climate that we in, man, you gotta also be wise, bro. They're recording. Esau is looking for any reason, Esau is looking for any reason. I'm not gonna even touch no more upon it, but it's not anything to even be explained. What they was doing to their child was just pure abuse. They were causing their children to have seizures and vomiting. They weren't feeding them. breaking legs or breaking legs and trying to cover it up. A bunch of shit, man. They were just two demons, with seed. But as you see here, here's another demon saying, oh yeah, I was told to go on a shooting spree. Satan led you that way, man. The scriptures clearly tell you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to grab that out of the book of James. Oops, Hebrews, James. It's James 1:13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Lord, or of Yahweh. For Yahweh cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. So she already had them demons on her, and then brought out the physical act by the demons hopping on her and her already being wicked within her mind and her spirit. It says, when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. Right? We understand sin is transgression of the law, right? But that was the point, man. That was the point of these articles. And E, we know we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, as the scripture tell us. E will do anything in order to find a link, in order to connect the chain, so to speak, man. But we clearly tell you, that carnality is death, and you being carnal and not being spiritual, Yahweh Shem Shai will give you what you will give you how you've been living, So I just want to bring these articles to the body, do a quick lesson on it. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakakodash, and double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to Yakim, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.